great personality, hard worker, and he's reaping the rewards now. You know, some great success there with Pepsi, with the NBA 2K thing. So yeah, all good.
Look at that. We've got our next guest. How are you, sir?
Doing well. How are you?
Pretty good, actually. So Zay, give me and Dan a little bit of an introduction on yourself, my friend.
So I go by Zay The Proof. I was born in Aurora. Started making music when I was like 14. Aurora, Colorado. I'm living in Pueblo, Colorado right now, but I'm known mostly out in Salt Lake City and Hutchinson, Kansas. I was bouncing back and forth from there, from those two places from like 14 to like 21. And yeah, that's about it.
That's fantastic.
What first got you into music?
My dad was always listening to music in the car. Like when he would come pick me up, it would take about 3 hours to get from the town I lived in to the town that he lived in. And the whole way there, he'd be playing like old school R&B. He would be playing like some UGK, some Texas rap, Do or Die from Chicago, some rock stuff like Linkin Park, Sublime. So I've always been into music. Plus, my family is full of musicians, singers, guitar players, piano players, poets. So it was like bred into me, really.
Tremendous. So, where do you get the Zay The Proof? Tell us about that. Your name.
The name?
Yeah.
Like, how did I come up with my name? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Yeah. So The Proof is a clique that me and my friends started back when we were in our late teens. We called each other like Proof. And it's short for 100 Proof. So I just put my name in there and started calling myself Zay The Proof. Just kind of put my click on. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
Just a homegrown clique. It's not like a gang or anything. It's just like music, and that's about it. From the 620 from Reno County. So.
Have you done much in terms of shows and live performances?
Yeah, when I was younger, I used to do shows all the time. I opened up for a couple big acts down in Houston, like in the Fifth Ward area. I used to do shows all through Kansas, like in Manhattan. I did a lot of shows in Aggieville. Did a lot of shows out here in Colorado when I was younger. I just now started getting back into thinking about doing the shows right when the COVID stuff hit. So now it's like, you know what I mean? There's still opportunities. I could still do some shows. It's just a little harder to, you know what I mean, get plugged in with a good promoter and whatnot.
Absolutely.
Like, yeah. What's it like out in the UK right now? I heard there's people revolting out there pretty big on the lockdowns.
Not really. It's
really?
Maybe there's a few protests in London, but
okay.
We went into another 4-week lockdown a few weeks ago, and I think we come out in the 2nd of December. We were just getting live shows going again, so artists were just beginning to perform to sort of like limited capacity venues, so to like, you know, cut in half, if not even like to like a 20% capacity. So I don't know how anyone's going to make any money when you know, all reopens again. I think the industry's in a bit of trouble, but I'm sure they'll work something out. But I'm quite confident after Christmas we'll be back on the music scene.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. That's what's up. Heck
so
yeah.
So Zay, tell us about It's Okay. We're going to play that here in a few moments.
So It's Okay. The beat was made by my homeboy from Hutchinson, Kansas, DJ 300. Go to dj300beats.com. Anybody who's listening, if you need some beats. It's Okay is kind of just a retrospective intro, like an introspective and retrospective at the same time track, talking about some of the stuff I've been through and just like, just letting people know I've been through some stuff. I know you've been through some stuff, and maybe it'll feel good hearing it come out of somebody else's mouth. You know what I mean? So that's why I wrote it. That's what it was about.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, we're going to go to that track, and we'll be back here in just a few moments with Zay The Proof here on International Live, and you can find us on Leicester over in the United Kingdom. You can also find us on 990 WBOB in the United States. And, of course, KJAGradio.com. That's KJAGradio.com. Right now, it's okay. It's Zay The Proof.
And on the price I had to pay. Depression with the fixings, I'm conflicted in the brain. Shit, I remember when I had some debts I had to pay. Matter of fact, I remember that because that was just the other day. Sitting reminiscing on my bro who lost his way. He's up the road, he lost that case. Just shit that I be thinking about when I'm loaded off of that case. When I'm bloated and I get thrown, I'm thinking I'm throwing it all away. I'm thinking I'm throwing it all away, but it's okay to get good. It's alright. On that porch, talking about some other places. I hate that you didn't make it. Think about you when I'm faded. All my friends are dead to me. Think about the things you did, the shit that you said to me. All those nights, tinted in red lights, rights being read to me. Made some choices, I was young, dealing with them's getting old. I stayed going stupid cause my brew stayed cold. 16 going out when I should be staying home. Little kid at the club getting stoned. Grown women just feeding me drinks, taking me home. Shit don't really sound the same to me now that I'm grown. I've been around, you don't know what I saw. 100 proof across my arm and now I'm known by the law. How could you judge me? You don't know what I've seen. Landy told me shit ain't always what it seems. Play it smart, keep your hands clean. R.I.P. to a king. It's okay to get good. It's alright. Yeah. It's okay to get good. It's alright. Yeah. It's clear I'm not the purest model of a man. With this bottle in my hand, smoke coming out my nose, tattoos on my skin. Bad news I've been in, later made me who I am. I'm still learning, still trying to find a better person. Under this ink, within this body I was cursed with. Giving y'all the 4K version, it's clear as day. I steer away from fear and hate, stick to the dinner plate. I gotta eat, gotta accumulate some tricks for the sleeve. I'm on my way, like I got places to be. In the land of the free, I'm never free. Game's easy as 1, 2, 3, and I'm 2-3 with the jumper. Matter of fact, 2-4, early summer of 09. Kobe Bryant flying, how I'm dunking these lines. I shouldn't have to ask for what's mine, so I won't. I'll just grind. If you said it, then you lied. Time to get it going live. It's okay to get good. It's alright. Yeah. It's okay to get good. It's alright. Yeah. Contemplating on trying to make it in major ways. Scheming to get rich, fighting demons, only want to pay. I've seen some real life zombies back in my day. Got the Caryville blues that choosing to hit the pace. Cause the people in this city don't know what the fuck the world is. Never left Hutch, just been stuck in this whirlwind of smoking fucking and selling something. They're smoking fucking, they fall to nothing. Ain't got a plan, then it's all for nothing. I'm really busting, just been cooking these bars, pulling them out the oven. If you ain't known them from the jump, then you shouldn't trust them. Just a leak of information's how a door gets busted.
Quite the track. It is Zay The Proof, and he joins us live here on International Live. Let's go back to Zay The Proof. I always love this because they're in the middle of a Skype conversation because they can't hear me and I can't hear them. So let's go back. Zay The Proof is with us, and he joins us live here in our broadcast. And Dan, what do you have for our guest here? I'll let you start us off in this segment.
Yeah, well, great guy, and it's a great track. I'm just wondering if you've got any future plans on maybe collaborating with someone else? Any collaborations, or you got someone you'd like to collaborate with in the future?
So I collaborate with a lot of artists from my hometown in Salt Lake City. My cousin, Dom Dalla, he's making some waves out in Salt Lake City, the west side of Salt Lake City. And I just finished a collab today, actually. It's posted on my YouTube channel, so check me out at Zay The Proof on YouTube, and subscribe to my channel with the cat he lives in Seattle right now. His name's Skrill, but he was originally from my town. We grew up together. We just dropped something to Tory Lanez is The Most High instrumental. It's just a mixtape track. We're not trying to make no money off of it. We just had fun, did our thing on it. So It's called The Most High Proof Mix on YouTube. Check me out.
Look at that. So Zay, what is your creative process like?
I usually have a couple brews and just like beat surf until I find something that touches me right. You know what I mean? And then I'll probably purchase the rights to it in one way or another. Have some more brews, smoke something probably because I'm in Colorado and it's legal, and then just start writing, bro. Just start writing. That's pretty much it.
Book in a flight.
Heck yeah. Got to. Come try
it. Can
this.
get expensive. It can get expensive looking at beats online, and you hear something you like and you really want it, don't you, Andy? You gotta have it.
Yeah, it gets expensive, but I'm fortunate to have, like I said, my homeboy from back home who makes me beats and cuts me great deals. So the beat stuff is kind of getting easier now. I could just kind of go to dj300beats.com and pick whatever beat, and I know he's not gonna hang me on the price. But heck yeah,
that's cool.
Tremendous stuff. It is Zay The Proof. He's with us today here on International Live, and you can join us each and every Friday in the United Kingdom. How do they do that exactly, Danny?
You can catch up on the show in the UK on Leicester 107.5 FM, and that's going to be aired on Friday during our drive time hour, 5 till 6 p.m. You should also now, because we've just launched a new sort of Spotify playlist. If you go on Spotify and search International Live, you will be able to find a playlist with all the musicians, all the artists we've had on the show, and their tracks will be there. And it's tell you what, if you're looking for a playlist with sort of new music, unheard, unsigned artists, I think it's one of the best playlists you're going to find. So check that out on Spotify, International Live. And we're also on a new network in the United States, am I right?
Yes, 990 WBOB, and also KJAGradio.com as well. And so, Zay The Proof, you have, I will have to say, as far as your Skype setup is fantastic. You've got your logo and everything there. You're a total pro, baby. I think that's great.
Yeah, I try to move like I know what I'm doing, man. I've been doing it for a while, but I appreciate that, bro.
What's the best advice you've been given so far, would you say, during your career as a musician?
I got a couple I could say, but I would say building your catalog, like that is gold when it comes down to an artist. Like a lot of people try and jump the gun. They want to do all this extra stuff, put their face on t-shirts, and nah, bro, get some songs, and then you could print some shirts out with Zay The Proof on them, and then people might actually know what the hell you're talking about when they see that shirt, because they're gonna know Zay The Proof makes music because he has a bunch of music out online. You know what I mean? And another thing is, try to stay you. Don't get too caught up in your ego to where you lose yourself. You just end up being a cocky person. So that I try to make sure that reflects in my music, that I'm not out here talking about cars and females and drugs. I'm just telling you who I am as a person. I think that's going to last a long time.
Have you looked to do much in terms of publishing deals and getting stuff, airtime and commercials, and video games is a big one now as well?
Yeah. So no, I haven't looked too much into that. I have conversations with a couple people that they're starting to get me in, like put me on game, give me some information when it comes to that stuff. But as of right now, I'm more focused on, like I said, catalog. I got a couple projects dropping this winter and visuals. I'm gonna drop visuals all throughout the winter, music videos and little freestyle videos as well. And I'm revamping ZayTheProof.com, and there'll be merchandise and stuff on there. I'm kind of getting I'm still trying to build my foundation right now. I'm putting up the frameworks, and you know what I mean. I'm not to the finishing steps yet, but it's a work in progress. And for me, I'm not doing the same thing that these kids are doing, so it's different. I'm gonna move different. It might take a little longer, you know what I mean? But I'm not trying to get famous. I'm trying to build a fan base that will want to buy my stuff because they actually are organically, like I organically made them. But go ahead, I'm ranting.
No. I was just going to say it's important to have a strong foundation, and you've got to trust the process and work hard. Like you say, build up a catalog. You know, get out there. You know, when we can anyway, and do a few gigs or whatever, or live streaming, as you know, people are now doing, and slowly build up that fan base. And you know, like I say, trust the process.
Yep. Heck yeah. Got to.
So you have got some incredible music. You've got some great tracks here. Tell us about Mansions. We're going to play that here in a few moments.
Mansions is just crazy. So it's pretty much just like the psychotic part of my brain just popped out, especially on the second verse, because I'm talking about somebody in my passenger seat who's just venting about his crazy life. But really, I'm talking, in my head, I saw me sitting next to me, but it's the crazy version. And the crazy version of me is just like yelling all these things that happened into his life while I'm driving the car and just trying to get from point A to point B. So it's just a darker, lyrical, more based on bar structure type of song.
Awesome. Well, we're going to play that here in just a few seconds, and we will be back with more here on International Live. It is Zay The Proof, it's Mansions, and it's here on International Live.
I see the houses on the hill, I want a mansion on the peak. I've been living good like it's a mansion on my street. I stand 10 toes, never fold or retreat. I know about winning like I know about defeat. Told him I probably know enough to know that I don't know anything. Why would I do your job for you? You don't do my job for me. I was in that Beamer feeling obsolete, nodding off to sleep. Off-road, should've drove a Jeep. Somebody passed the ox, cause we ain't dying to no Jodeci. Didn't know that God and you should ease up on the Brody, please. Yeah, my flow's refreshing like that Sobe tea, poured into a glass that's as cold as me. Dip toes in the water at the beach and accidentally froze the sea. All you fascists beheaded, head on post, what I hope to see. Flag waving, never waver when problems approaching me. Your head's not working on my level, why are you coaching me? I should be coaching you, no longer fucking with the broken me. You're fucking with the proof, fucking with the truth. Keep it honest with my people, might just conjure up the troops. You're all dead, you get away, you're just a goner on the loose, yeah. Shit, in my father's house, there's many mansions. We're all just stuck here with the devil dancing. Stuck here with the devil dancing. But in my father's house, there's many mansions. I'ma send you home early, you had too many chances. Speed limit 60, driving going 85, the driver's schizo. And he's ranting about his crazy life. The radio was playing something wavy like I was swimming through a Gulf of Henny, trying to shake the seasickness. My flow's 20 feet, they wanna rebuild the bridges that were burnt. A metaphor you probably had the chance to learn. I'm standing firm, still repping it for the firm. 100 proof, cross my arm and I'm about to start a farm. Pretty flowers in a barn, I'm in the mountains when it's warm. With my chick right beside me and my daughter in my arms. Security in the closet, making sure they see no harm. Living large compared to when living was hard. Way back when they were just giving me bars. Same time most nights I was sipping the bar. Other nights I would just sit at the bar, writing these bars. New rhyme scheme, my mind fiends for the right things. Your mind fiends for white things. Smoker with ambition, definition of a pipe dream. Pipe down before I make you say it when you see me, bro. Tell the truth, I need you a lot less than you need me, bro. It's 2020, why would I wanna buy you a CD though? Shit, in my father's house, there's many mansions. We're all just stuck here with the devil dancing. Stuck here with the devil dancing. But in my father's house, there's many mansions. I'ma send you home early, you had too many chances.
Zay The Proof here on International Live, coast to coast and border to border on Leicester in the UK. Also, 990 WBOB in the United States. KJAGradio.com as well. And we are going to go back to Zay The Proof. And that track, by the way, is pretty damn amazing. Zay, you just have some really cool stuff. How do you come up with some of the ideas that you have?
I just start writing, bro. Like, I don't put a whole bunch of thought into. I hear people talk about they write a song and they think about what their subject matter is. Like I said, I'll let the beat play, and when I find one that's cool, I'll probably just start stuttering little cadences like da 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 while the beat's playing, and I'll just start writing, and then I'll stick to that subject matter, whatever the first 4 bars were. That way it sounds structured. Throw a hook on it. But that's about it.
What's your favorite track?
My favorite track, out of the ones I sent you, or what?
Yeah. So we've got It's Okay, Mansions, and was it Official NDO?
Yeah, it's called No Days Off. That one would probably be my favorite because I put a lot of me into that one. It has a cool little hook on it, and I'm just talking about some stuff like when I started doing this, I was really young, and my big brother is a DJ out in Kansas, and I used to get into the clubs. I would just carry in speakers, and I get a wristband, get my hand marked. I'd be like 16 in the club, and they would tell me you got to stay behind the DJ booth. You know what I mean? But I would always ignore that. I'd be out in the club with all the college people and stuff. So I forgot where I was going with that. I was bringing it somewhere though. What was the question?
Is that the one? Is this the one? It's got some talking at the beginning. It almost sounds a bit like Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah. That has Anthony Bourdain on it. That's one of my idols. He had the dopest job in the world and he killed himself. That shows you what life's about. Like, you can get all this stuff you want, end up killing yourself. You can have the dopest job where you're traveling, drinking for free, eating for free, chopping it up with females, and you still might kill yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get right with yourself. Yep, got to get right with yourself.
Yeah.
Definitely. That is you've hit that on the head, brother. That is well, we're gonna go to this track, and we will be back with Zay The Proof here on International Live, and here we go.
And originality and some creativity that is interesting to me and the people I work with.
Drinking, thinking he died too young. My family don't get it, they don't know what I've done. They don't know what I've seen, they don't know what I've lost. They weren't with me in them scuffles when them paths got crossed. They weren't with me in that house, mom screaming my name. Yelling, crying, baptized in pain. Tommy taught me how to swim and now I thrive in the rain. Always wanted to explore and get away from the plains. I always wanted that exploring, now I'm driving it, babe. Living life, let's see how high we could take it before we burn out and crash on the highway to Hades. 2 shooting stars blazing, getting faded. How far could we make it? Sweating, bleeding, I don't know about no days off. Heard about them prisons, that's the day I took them J's off. Fuck you if you hear this and you say this shit ain't straight sauce. I was flying spirit and planning trips on my straight talk. Before you made a play and I stayed that way when you strayed off. Grandma was right, you should never feed these stray dogs. Grown man, that mean I feel shit and then play it off. Grew up around some kids that didn't really ever play it all. I was in the dirt, I stayed involved, saw some shit, can't say it all. Nothing to the law, we were running from the law with some Xanax in a jar, thinking can we eat them all? Like Brody, can we eat them all? Drinking, thinking he died too young. Yelling, crying, baptized in pain. Sweating, bleeding, I don't know about no days off. Sweating, bleeding, I don't know about no days off. Drinking, thinking he died too young. Yelling, crying, baptized in pain. Sweating, bleeding, I don't know about no days off. Sweating, bleeding, I don't know about no days off. I keep my sentiments inside, a problem that descended from my father's sense of pride. Nevertheless, I seem to thrive, but I get sensitive sometimes, turning molehills into mountains, but still counting as I climb. I've been counted out by guys who weren't true as me in this life. Shouldn't have touched most of those women who were choosing me all those nights. I was drowsy off of that Sprite and a couple of bars that I put in a pint, but I left those nights behind. Hindsight 2020, I can never go back in time. I would never go back to times when I barely even had my mind. Wish I talked to my sister more, but we barely ever have time. Sleeping on my brother's floor, trying to get my life in line. If you need me, hit my line. I can never go back in time. I would never go back to times when I barely even had my mind. Wish I talked to my sister more, but we barely ever have time. Sleeping on my brother's floor, trying to get my life in line. If you need me, hit my line. Drinking, thinking he died too young. Yelling, crying, baptized in pain. Sweating, bleeding, I don't know about no days off. Sweating, bleeding, I don't know about no days off. Drinking, thinking he died too young. Yelling, crying, baptized in pain. Sweating, bleeding, I don't know about no days off. Sweating, bleeding, I don't know about no days off.
No days off. It is Zay The Proof, and it's here on International Live, and we are going to go back and wrap things up here with Zay The Proof. And Zay and Danny, the music is tremendous. Danny, what do you make of our guest here today?
Oh, really, really cool guy. Really great music. I really liked everything about the music, actually. The beats and the melodies behind the track, and the vocals and the lyrics are really good. Where can people find you on social media?
Everywhere at zaytheproof.com, except for Facebook. You got to hit me at the real Zay The Proof. And not, if I said .com, that's wrong. Everywhere on social media at Zay The Proof, except for Facebook, it's at the real Zay The Proof. And you can also check me out on Spotify. I got more tracks soon to be uploaded on there. I got a couple on there right now. On all platforms, really. You check me out on Apple Music, everywhere. Everywhere that TuneCore got me to. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, Zay, I appreciate it, brother. Thanks for doing this. Thanks for being on with me and Danny.
No problem.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. There he goes, Zay The Proof. And so, Danny, as we wrap up here, talk to us about what we had here today.
Yeah, well, we had two great artists. I hope the Skype lagging wasn't too bad for everyone.
Oh, no. No.
I'll edit that out anyway. Any dodgy bits out for the UK airing. But obviously, our listeners who are listening now hopefully didn't suffer too much. But yeah, two great artists. On first, we had Maniz Caller. He is, he's very humble. He is a top producer over here in the UK. We had two tracks by him, Let the Light In, which was like a chilled house track. And we had the Shanghai track, which is going to be on the new NBA game. Do go and check that out. And yeah, Zay The Proof has just been on, like I said, really cool guy. Real great music.
Well, good stuff. Well, Danny, I appreciate you as always, and I will talk to you next week. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. There he goes, Danny D, and I am Jigman Fraud, as they say. And we are going to take a timeout, and when we come back, we will have more